Rhodium is one of the most valuable precious metals on Earth. At times, it can even be worth more than gold and platinum. But could such a valuable metal really be hidden inside an ordinary-looking rock? Today, I'm comparing two rhodium-bearing mineral samples. And the results are surprisingly different. This is the first sample that I showed in one of my previous videos. According to XRD analysis, this mineral contains rhodium. However, the amount of rhodium in this sample appears to be relatively low. You can clearly see shiny metallic areas inside the rock. But appearance alone never tells the whole story. So let's begin with a simple electrical test. Using the multimeter in continuity mode. There is no beep. And the resistance measurement also shows that these metallic-looking areas are not good electrical conductors. This result is interesting, but it is only one part of the investigation. Now let's look at the second sample. According to the XRD results, this mineral shows much stronger evidence of rhodium than the previous one. It also contains several bright metallic fragments that can be seen with the naked eye. Now let's perform exactly the same electrical test. This time, the multimeter immediately beeps, and the resistance is much lower. This indicates that these metallic areas have significantly higher electrical conductivity. But there is something very important to remember. Pure rhodium is not magnetic. So if these metallic fragments are attracted to a magnet, there is a good chance that other minerals or metallic elements are also present. That is why magnetic testing is another important step in identifying this mineral. However, electrical conductivity alone can never identify a metal with certainty. It simply gives us another important clue. The goal of golden science is not only to search for gold. The world of minerals is much bigger than gold alone. Elements such as rhodium, platinum, palladium, and many other rare metals play an important role in modern technology, electronics, the automotive industry, and advanced scientific research. That is why studying these elements is important not only because of their value, but also because of the science behind them. On this channel, every mineral sample is investigated step by step. We begin with visual observation, then physical testing, then laboratory analysis, and finally, chemical testing. The goal is never to guess. The goal is to find real scientific answers. If you enjoy geology, mining, chemistry, and discovering valuable minerals, you are welcome to join the Golden Science community. Every new sample may reveal something unexpected. And sometimes, one good idea from a viewer can completely change the direction of an investigation. That is why I always read your comments carefully. Because together, we are building something much bigger than a YouTube channel. We are building a community driven by curiosity, science, and discovery. One of the most exciting parts of mineral exploration is that every sample tells a different story. Sometimes a rock that looks completely ordinary can contain rare and valuable elements. And sometimes a beautiful metallic mineral turns out to be something very common. That is why scientific testing is so important. Every experiment gives us another piece of the puzzle. Electrical conductivity, magnetic properties, crystal structure, and later, chemical reactions. When all of these results are combined, we can understand much more about the mineral than by appearance alone. This project is still in progress. There are many more tests to perform, and many more questions waiting to be answered. I hope you will continue this journey with me. The next step of this investigation will be chemical testing. I want to see how this rhodium-bearing mineral behaves in different chemical environments. That will give us much more information about its composition. Now I want to hear your opinion. Why do you think these two samples behave so differently? Is it only because of the amount of rhodium? Or could there be other valuable elements hidden inside these minerals? Write your answer in the comments. The investigation continues in the next video.